new private sector banks as well.
Okay, that's not looking very good at all. At this point in time, of course, the Bank Nifty is the biggest loser with a 1.2% knock. The Nifty just about 0.3% lower, but still fast losing its grip over the green terrain. So looks like we are going to end 8,100 or even sub 8,100. Very quickly, Amisha, is this the pain of that steep fall in many of those highly leveraged mid-cap companies, the JP Group, Lancos, GMRs, all of that we saw day before yesterday? Would there be something like margin calls and all still very much waiting to happen?
No, I think a good round of that has happened. It was a kind of, vicious chain reaction which happened. And I don't think, at least, there would always be a few stocks, if this kind of situation keeps lingering, that would come in trouble, and nobody can really predict. But what started a couple of days back, I think that has got settled.
Okay, I wanted to get you in on this banking discussion, Amisha, because this week as well, ICICI Bank goes home with an 11% loss and SBI is down almost about 8%. In fact, from the top, I think this year SBI is now down 20%. Is this a good time to be buying some of these good quality banks, or do you also believe that in the due course of time we will get better levels?
So I think that, I heard Hemendra Hazari being pretty bearish on the asset quality outlook. And that fear of even private banks catching up with large asset quality issues from some of these very large exposures in private names. And that fear had been there for almost, I would say, for almost a year or more. Also, there is a fact that not a lot of concrete work has happened, be it in terms of actual broad outlook changing in terms of growth, or there being very concrete steps to get them relieved of their assets. But at the same time, it will be very difficult to imagine a scenario of these 50,000 crore kind of accounts going bad. So I don't think we factor in that kind of a scenario in our numbers, and that will be like a, Greece coming into difficulty kind of a scene as of now, as far as when we talk about any outlook on markets or banks or their earnings is concerned. So we have not been able to factor that in at the moment.
Okay. Siddharth, any last trades that you would carry forward, or anything that you will wind up now?
No, I'll wind up if, though we have not created, but if someone has created any short positions in names like ONGC, NMDC, these positions are to be unwound, because the correction in last 2-3 trading session didn't happen with huge formation of very large open interest addition was not there. So barring PSU banks, if somebody is short in most of the PSU names, that short position should be unwounded.
Okay, all right. Amisha, what are your thoughts on what one should do with Sun Pharma now? That stock as well is down about close to 15% this week. I mean 13% or so. From the pharmaceutical space, what would be, if at all, any stocks that you're buying? And particularly on Sun Pharma, what do you do?
So currently, within the pharma pack, our topic is Glenmark. We think that Glenmark has almost more than 35 to 40 products, which is more than 36 months older, where US permissions are likely to come soon. They also have some in-licensing opportunities over next 12 to 24 months. And we think that they should be in a position to generate more than probably 2,000 crore kind of cash to retire a good amount of debt. So that continues to be our topic. And coming to Sun Pharma, I think that it being one of the very well-held stock, coming after a very long time in terms of some of the US related issues into trouble on one of their plants, I don't think in a hurry it's going to bounce back. And maybe if over a couple of quarters things do not turn around, some positions can get paired. So I'm not in a very much hurry at the moment.